Yeah! Welcome y'all, the gavel's calling. Let's get this session started. Hey folks, grab a seat. It's time to get the scoop. Bakers in session, serving justice with a whoop. From sunny Cali courts to the heartland's dusty halls, we'll spin the yarns of trials big and small. Oh, Baker in session, tales old and brand new. Some make you laugh, some will leave you in a stew. Gavels dropping beats, witnesses take the stand. Join the fun, y'all, across this great land. Hey. Classic papers like OJ or that moonshine bust. Fresh headlines steaming hot, in Baker we trust. Murder in the Midwest, scams down south so sly. We'll break it down with grins, no need to cry. East Coast embezzlers, West Coast wild rides. Supreme Court showdowns where the big shots collide. From petty thefts to plots that twist and turn, Baker's got the stories that'll make you learn and burn. Oh, Baker in session, tales old and brand new. Some make you laugh, some will leave you in a stew. Gavels dropping beats, witnesses take the stand. Join the fun, y'all, across this great land. Famous folks in hot seats, underdogs who win. We'll cheer the verdicts, dive right in. Coast to coast adventures in the name of the law. Baker's here to share it without a single flaw. Hit subscribe, don't miss the legal ride. Baker in session where the laughs collide. Hey, how radio roll.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what if any you might be. And I think I timed it correctly, so you got 3 servings of the Baker in one Thanksgiving. If you timed it correctly, and I did so, you had me in the morning, you had me in the middle of the day, and for a man of my advanced age, you had me again just before bed. Again, at 27, 3 times in one day. I'm I'm just saying, not a lot of men my age could do that. Thank you so much, Sandy D, for gifting memberships to at 1CVB41. What the hell? Well, they got one. Bridget got one. Kevin from South Boston, a decorated dude, got one. Bite my bits and Words Matter 89. How is it is a lot of a man of my maturity. But again, as you can see, those 39 seconds, and I'm still chugging along. Well, it's not called the micronator for nothing, so it's like the nurse said to you when you got your vaccination the last time, you're just going to feel a little prick. Well, thank you, doctor. Well, if you say so. Well, I'm not in orange. I'm in red, but I do have some orange somewhere else. Someone else said my background looked more orange before. I haven't changed anything. It's been blue ever since I moved into this room. Oh my, oh my. Hey y'all, I'm glad someone is up and live streaming. I had a whopper nap this afternoon and will be up all night. Leslie, that's why I got up and did this. No, I went to bed really early because I was busted yesterday. So, and I wanted to catch the tail end because as I did with my midday stream, we know Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of these holidays can be a little tough for some people. Maybe you don't have a family you have to go to. Maybe you have too much family you have to go see. And you need a little emotional stud muffin that you can cuddle up next to. And I am cuddle sized. I am little spoon every time, but I am a big little spoon. I just like it when you cuddle me. And watching Twit Twat yesterday, not only do I need to produce Baker's patties, I also need. I think that body pillow we were talking about yesterday. Some people really need a hug and maybe a life. Is all I'm saying. BLT, it's meh. It's not meth. It's meh. Don't do the meth. It was just me and my dog today. I ordered takeout. It was kind of very nice. Well, that's normally how I spend Christmas, just sans the dog, because we always had it when the kids were smaller. I had 1 year where we did the let's rotate them so you have kids every other Christmas, and I had to go pick them up and bring them back the same day. And I said, I don't want to make that the Christmas experience for the kids. So you have them every Christmas, and then I have them every other New Year's, and we just have Christmas on the 25th or 26th whenever they go on vacation with me. So Christmas to me has never really been that big of a thing. When I was a kid, my mom was a lab worker at the hospital, and my dad was an EMT. They worked a lot of Christmases, so to me, Christmas is it's nice. We get some good food, but it's not. You don't have to do it on Jesus's birthday, which is the 24th of December. You heathens got it wrong. But to me, it's the most important part is just I really like the pork roast. Emotional stud muffin. Yes, I am. That's going to be merch. Hello, 80s. I ate more today than I have all week, and that isn't saying much because I haven't been eating all week. Now I feel sick. First of all, eat all week. I we're not that many people here. No one's gonna listen to that and start spreading it on all the twit twats and all the like everything else is being treated. Can I say something? People who can't, if you're gonna spread it to everyone and complain on the twit twat, earmuffs now. I'm gonna say something that's gonna be wildly inappropriate and everything. Mom and mom and dad is gone. Yeah, I have a theory because I used to work out in a strongman gym, and they also had bodybuilders there. And bodybuilders are some of the most miserable people in the world because they have to have this constant balance where they eat enough that they can get big, but at the same time they have to eat so little that they don't have to make these major weight cuts when they go into competition. But the last 8 weeks into a competition, these people are the most horrendous, horrible people you can be around because they're always miserable because they don't eat. I have a theory, and it's my theory, so it's backed by 100% no science. Again, if you get offended about stupid things Dutch people say, if you're too skinny, you're miserable. Because I think that you're, oh, I want to be so skinny you can see my abs. You become a miserable human because abs are not made in a gym, abs are made in a kitchen. And you have to be in such a big deficit. You never seen a fat person say, "Well, I'm really hungry. I'm really miserable because I'm hungry." I think if you get too skinny, you get insanely miserable. And just maybe if you're out there on the dating market, for some people, maybe don't go for the size zeros or whatever it's called. I don't know women's sizes. I've never seen a woman. Maybe get a little one with a little stuffing for the pushing and the cushion, because if you don't eat, you turn into being a miserable. If your life is salad and water, you don't have any joy. I'm not saying don't be fat like me, because you get a lot of other problems. Your knee hurts and you can't walk, and all of that crap that comes from that. But don't stop dating girls who are too thin. I think that could solve a certain problem for a certain person. Get a little more fat on them, and I'm just saying this. No one heard that. Hmm. Is that Jim Bean back there? I'm drinking that right now. I think I have some Jim Bean rye. I haven't had a drink. Oh, that's another thing. Skinny people who drink get really drunk, because us fatties, we carry it better. I haven't had anything from that cabinet in over a month, I believe. You get cold, according to my sister. She lost a lot of weight and is always cold now. I told her I'll stay chubby and warm. I would love to lose uh, some pounds, but I had when I stopped drinking back in the day, because I drank a lot. I dropped probably 25 pounds, and I wasn't that big back then. And I couldn't control my body because I was used to carry a lot more mass on me. So I just felt weird. I'm too fat now, and I want to go down, but I don't want to go down to that one, because you're miserable when you're constantly sitting there. Oh, I can have a salad, but hold the dressing and don't put any pine nuts on it, because they are fatty. Uh, yeah, so does life. Guten Morgen, Harpenny. How is Bayern? Everything's cold, probably. Put some meat on the bones, like my man. I'm just saying, if you're if you don't really have any excess fat, I'm I'm just saying, maybe go up one dress size and your trouble will go down a little bit. It's a Baker theory. No one should ever listen to what I'm saying. Well, I have one daughter who is very slender, very petite. Her mom and I are roughly built the same way. How the hell the mailman could make that kid and I didn't suspect it, I don't know. But she got uh, my level of stubbornness. So I guess she's mine, even though I am a virgin. Do I like pine nuts? It was in every salad you had in roughly 98. That's why I know them. Can I remember how they taste? No. Let's say I'm not a big fan of nuts. Only one dress size. Well, it's kind of like the crazy hot scale, where if it's on a 7 on both of them, that's the best you can get. Other than that, it doesn't work. I think there's a bell curve on body types as well. If you're too skinny, especially if you're fighting to stay that skinny. You might have a miserable life. How did it go with the car repair, and how's you're going to go look at? Well, I'm not going to look at the house till the 6th of December, and the car repair was $500. They got it fixed, and luckily they had a spare part, or it would have been $1,000. So daddy's be grifting. Baker likes his salad the way he likes his women, without nuts. Well, just small nuts if I have them in my salad. I like most nuts and legumes. I remember you said you were not a fan of peanut butter. No, peanut butter never. We didn't have it readily available when I was a kid. We had Nutella instead, which is made out of acorns, I believe. It's that chocolate spread, and that's what I grew up with. Peanut butter is just my kids started eating it when they were younger, and I don't mind it, but it's not something I would go out of my way and say, "Oh, I really like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich," because I've never had one, so I don't know how they taste. But can I eat a Reese's peanut cup or whatever it's called, the little round ones? Yes. Are they fine? Sure. Will I go to the end of the world to get one? No. I don't. It's not. It's not good. It's not that good. Nutella is good. Yeah, put it on. Put on some pancakes. That's the best. Insurance suck. They have messed me up several times doing the same thing to me, Gina. Oh, I'm sorry. $500 for brakes is a very good day. Well, it wasn't my brake, it was a door lock. That's the worst part of it. It was because you have electric doors, so it'll run a cycle through all your door locks, so it'll go click, 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 click. And my right passenger door wouldn't close, so it just kept going click, 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 click every time I was driving, and that meant that there was an alarm going off, and it was annoying. So I took them out there, and I had hoped that it was just okay. Maybe it's just a wire that got loose, or something is getting stuck that had been bent a little bit. But it was the entire housing of the door lock that I needed to have a new one in. And he said, "Well, the alarm is turned off because I just put the child safeties on." And he said the alarm is off, so we can you can drive with it if you want to. He said, "Yeah, but if it keeps running these cycles, it'll just wear out the locks and the other doors, and then it's more doors I need." But he said it's $1,000 if you need a new one. It takes 2 days to get it shipped here, but we do have a used one in our city that we can get a hold on. Fine. So that's yeah. Hazelnut, not acorn. Thank you so much. Hazelnuts. I had a Reese's cup with 10 wrappers on it today. That was crazy. Oh, it's not for me. Yeah. Rungle had to do his breaks. I'm getting my northern men confused, apparently. You guys do look pretty much like twins. It's understandable. It's a hairstyle. We kind of have the same hairstyle, even though I haven't had hair over my ears since. Well, I think I had the boy band haircut back in when I was deployed, and since then I have had a high end tight. Yeah, and it's just annoying because it's just a latch that wouldn't hatch. But again, I was lucky that they had a repair or a used part. I have to try peanut butter ice cream. I like pistachio ice cream. You should try that if you haven't done that. Pistachio ice cream is really good, and mint chocolate. I think mint chocolate is probably my favorite. That's my favorite ice cream, I think. Hey, Garnish, how are you doing? Same hair color, yes. I'm slightly more gray than he is. You're exhausted? Well, don't invite guests. Be more Scandinavian. More than 5 people at your house, you call the police and say, remove these assholes. Be more Scandinavian. Don't have all of that shit furniture in your house. Don't have guests over. Have 6 friends your entire life. Your life will be way better. A lot of people should be more Scandinavian and hate the Swedes. Hating the Swedes is number one. No, but you can become an honorary Scandi. Start by doing this. In the next 5 conversations you have. And when people ask, are you listening? You just say, They will be intimidated. It's really easy. Hating the Swedes is the first thing that you need to do. And then stop having so much shit in your house. Do Scandinavian decor. Everything by the walls and just enjoy an open space. Hey, money. What about the Finns? Well, the Finns are fine. We don't see them that much. They are kind of like they're like that second cousin in Alabama. You know he's there, but he's not close enough to you that you would marry him. It's kind of like that. Finns are. It's always been. Yeah, I don't know why, but Finland. I don't. I haven't. I have some Finnish fans in the chat sometimes, but I've been to Finland on my last flight home from America. Other than that, I don't think my dad went to Finland once, I believe. Yeah, my dad was in he was on the board of the cemeteries because we are a socialist country. So we have we have the we have political elected people who run the cemeteries as well, because we pay taxes to God. We're going to run his cemeteries. And my dad was the head of them in my town, so they went to congresses around the place. So he got to go to Finland one year, and another year he went to Iceland. But that's the only person I think I've known who ever gone to Finland. It's a beautiful, wild place, I've heard, but it's one of those things you never really go there. They're too Swedish. Well, they don't come hang around. Thank you. I'm getting new glasses next week. Then I can see how fly all of your haircuts are. I'm more Scottish with Irish and a dash of German. You're Danish. That sounds like us having a party back in 785 to roughly 1066. We like to party a lot in the Scottish Isles. Actually, Irish people used to get kidnapped a lot by the Moors. Maybe that's why you have some African in you, because when they were out sailing and stuff like that, they would be captured and then sold as slaves in North Africa. Not many people know about that because that's not the story we talk about. But actually, Southern England and Ireland, a lot of people got sold as slave in the Moors countries. Where do Santa live? Does Santa live? He lives in Greenland. He lives at the North Pole. The North Pole is under the ice in Greenland. Ergo, as everything else good in the world, he is Danish. It's again, as long as it's science and it's backed by science, you can't argue it. The Finns have Hoi, we have reindeer and we have Santa. No, you don't. Santa is Danish. But there's no reindeer in Greenland. There is reindeer in Greenland. Get over it. And there's Muscus ox and there's polar bears and that's all the funny things. But Santa is Danish. Yes, it's moving, but it's still under. Do you call it the inland ice, the big 3 kilometer thick ice shelf that is on top of Greenland, but it's still under the ice? And when it's under the ice, it's in our territory, and Santa will be ours. Jamie does go to Greenland to save the elephants. Not a well known story, but because of Jamie, elephants got moved from Greenland to Africa, which is a way more suitable habitat for them. She saw elephants on the inland ice and said, that seemed wrong. So thank Jamie that we have elephants. Well, I have said it. Everyone is like, we want to buy Greenland. You can't have it. You can pay us what they owe us. We put 500 million, I think is the correct translation of the currency. 500 million into it for 50,000 people. They are probably the most expensive inhabitants of the Danish kingdom. They have no industry to talk of other than shrimps and codfish. They have no police. They have no health care. They have no schools. They have no military. Oh, you want to buy them? Fine. I don't care. I don't. Well, you're a trader. You're going to lose your land. Well, if they want to be sold to the Yanks and become another Canadian province, just do it. I see them more in court than I see them anywhere else. Do you think Kwanzaa Man could be Danish? I don't know what Kwanzaa is. I think Kwanzaa is one of those special days that you only have in America. We hadn't settled Greenland back then, so that's before us. You have to complain to the old owners of Greenland. You just hate men that make people smile, right, Marissa? That's your problem. It's not that. It's not the kid part. It's just oh, someone is making someone happy. I know you. You're a little grumpy. You have had too much of the turkey and meth, and now you're sitting. In Denmark, we'll say punching your stomach. It's not. You don't punch your stomach. It's just when you relax and let your pants open up that extra little bit, so the food baby can be in there. And you're sitting in your good chair and thinking, I'm miserable. I have to clean the house because I let 30 people come into my house today. I hate people who smile. I know that. Stop spreading false rumors. Santa is on the North Pole, which is in Greenland. You can't get enough. Well, you can't get too much turkey on meth. I think that's called an OD. Yeah, that's why we follow Santa around on that Santa tracker, because we can see all the houses he doesn't stop at. That's the ones where we're going knocking and saying, "You want out? Going to go out on a date?" And then 6 months later, we're going to see handheld videos of ourselves on the Twit. Don't do that. Yes, the NORAD tracker. The NORAD tracker. That's the one that had Santa going around. It's a fun little thing. I think I did a Christmas stream last year. I think I had it on or something, so we could see where it was. I can't remember. Maybe. Yeah, I think I did it 25th. But I think that's why we in the real world celebrates Christmas on the 24th, and you pretenders do it on the 25th. So he has enough time to get all over the world. I actually prefer the leftovers more than the holiday meal. I like the stuffing. The stuffing as second day. I like the the turkey. I think it's best on the day it's made. But turkey is the valley girl of fowl. It's bland. It's way more hyped up than it should be. So again, it's the valley girl of food. Norrod started in the mountain I see from my backyard. I think they're still in the mountains because they are. I think all the um, major American military installations at least have a backdrop installation in some mountains if the big boom goes off. Marissa loves dogs and hates Christmas. Marissa is one of those people where you're saying, "Oh, it's a nice day out today." What are you, the goddamn weatherman? That's where the Stargate is now. That was a good movie. I never really watched the series. Turkey white meat is too dry. You need a lot of gravy to eat turkey. That's just the thing. I remember when they had those listening stations you have all over the world, and they were, oh, it's a big secret. You can't talk about it. You could see them from the Danish airport. Oh, look over there. It's the installation that listens to Russia. So whenever oh, America had a listening base on Danish soil. Yeah, we know. We sat in the terminal at the airport and could look straight over at it. It's not a big surprise. I think the Ruskies knew as well. Oh, oh my, oh my, Gina. Oh my, that was it's 6 in the morning and getting that information. Oh my. Turkey is probably the most economical form of protein in the American grocery store. Minced turkey that you make into something, put in some flavor, good. But a turkey bird, unless you cook it and encase it in bacon, it's just. I like it how the skin crisps up, but that's the only thing I miss by not really eating chicken after I had salmonella. Is I really like the crispy chicken skin and the turkey skin. Oh, that explains why Marissa got into a fight with Santa today. He's been in the Chardonnay, y'all. Ground turkey. Yeah, that's what I meant. Mince. Yeah. A smothered mine in garlic herb butter. Is garlic good with turkey? I would just have a thick gravy. And you have that. Yeah, well, you have sauce and you have gravy. And in Denmark, you say when it if it has to be a gravy, it has to be so thick that if you put a potato in it, it'll stick to it when you take it out. That's the kind I like. I don't like sauce with a little. Oh, we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit. Give me that sauce gravy. But that's the problem. You don't eat turkey. You eat turkey and when we have our pig roast for Christmas in Denmark, they can get a little dry as well. But you eat that alone. You can't eat that alone because we would use it as cold cuts the next day. But it doesn't get worse if you put on some gravy and some red cabbage. Mm. Mm. It's almost Christmas. I can't wait. That's the best food you can get. Garlic is good with just about anything. Well, I- again, it's been a while since I had turkey. I just don't remember it as a garlicky type. I don't know. I like a lot of garlic, but maybe not as much in poultry. Du- 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 du. Never had cranberry sauce. I don't think I ever had a cranberry. Blue cheese. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. We did ham, a sweet potato casserole, and shrimp fried rice. That sounds pretty good. Shrimp fried rice would be good with garlic. Yesterday, I covered my turkey in salt, let it sit in the fridge overnight. Today, I rinsed it, dried it, poured butter over it, and under the breast skin, added pepper. Then I add some chicken broth to the pan and cook it. Never had a dry breast meat. I had a piece of I used to be in the we have an electric company here where you had the city council appointed some people to be on the uh, not the board, but kind of like advisors to the board or something like that. I was just nothing. We were just there to. It was just one of those things that politician gives to other people, so you get a little bit of money and you stay quiet for a bit. But every year they would take us out for a fancy dinner, and we had this new, amazing restaurant. Everyone was trying to get in there, and I don't do fine dining. I like good common food. We went in there and we had, I think it was some maybe it was, I think either it was some veal or maybe 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 something. I can't remember what type of meat it was. It was something a little, and then we had a block this thick, about this size, of just celery root placed on a plate covered in salt and baked in the salt. And then you had some sauce. That was all. First of all, I hate celery root. I've never liked it. It's too bitter and bleh. And then it got like a centimeter and salt on top of it. I was, what the hell is this? Not a potato, not a carrot, nothing. I stocked up on bread that day. That was just, oh, we're getting fancy. No, you're making shit. I would be fine without the turkey and just eat dressing and gravy and maybe a little bit of ham for some protein. Again, turkey is just You have to be careful with the salt because that will make a dry turkey breast from what I've read. Like I said, it's my first. I was in Spain for my Christmas in '86, I believe. I think I was in Spain. Maybe it was for Easter. What grade would I have been in? I've been in fourth grade at that third grade. Maybe I was home. But we did play football in the World Cup in Mexico that year, and we did pretty good. It's one of the best World Cups we ever played. Ole, vi vinder i Mexico. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba. La, 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 la. I remember that. And I think we got Urge sodas that year. Yeah, I think they made that coconut soda for the World Cup. No one liked it but me because I have really strange taste bud. I don't like most things, and I like anything that tastes insanely artificial. That's just how I am. Mexico. Honey, hello. Radishes is good. Fresh radishes, some salt on your plate, and you just nip the top off, and then you just dip it and in the salt and eat the radish. That's probably one of the best summer little snacks you can have. It's just some salt, some radishes, and then you're just looking out over your garden and thinking, I could be king, but I don't want to be it. What's about a rhubarb? Biggity biggity boop. I don't know. Someone said something about a rhubarb. I used to like radishes, but not so much anymore. I think they're good. I like the sourness to them. I think that's a good one. Black pepper, garlic, and onions is my cooking trilogy. Yeah, you need that. Kohlrabi is in the cabbage family. You can eat it raw or cooked. I thought kohlrabi was the meat wrapped in. No, that's right. Yeah, it's kohlrabi is. Yeah, my dad talked about that when he grew up because we had out near where the farm I'm named after was. We had or we still have a school where you go if you want to like gymnasts and stuff like that, and you can go. In Denmark, we had a big movement of enlightenment for the poor. So if you were a peasant and stuff like that, you can go to these schools and you would learn something, and then you will do gymnastics and stuff like that. It was really big, but we still have that school, and now it's more like I want to be a really I want to do my sport on a higher level, or I just want to take like a sabbatical and just go focus on the sport. Or they are also training people. If you want to go into the police, they will get you ready for the physical exams and stuff like that. But that used to be occupied by the Germans. in the Second World Kerfuffle, and they trained the young boys that was going to the meat grinder in the Eastern Front. In the end, when they were losing on the Eastern Front and all the refugees came to Denmark, they were stashed out there. And like 10 years ago, someone did a, a study about how horrible we were to the German refugees because we didn't treat them right. We weren't that nice to people who had occupied our country for 5 years. Imagine that. And one of the problems they saw was that we fed them kohlrabi, which was so bad. And my dad said, "That's what I ate when I was a kid. We didn't have meat every day. I lived on a shitty farm with a few horses and a cow and some pigs. That was what everyone ate. But because no one eats kohlrabi in Denmark today, and they fed them to this, and again, we had just been in war for 5 years. It wasn't like everything was booming." And she used it to try and give us a guilt that we were mean to the people who had occupied us for 5 years. Even though most of the time when they were here, most of the time when there was a very high infant mortality because they had just sailed across the Eastern Sea in one of the worst winters in history. A lot of the little kids would, because again, they had been in war for 4 years on the Eastern Front, not like they were in prime condition. So she would accuse us of the doctors of helping them get off the planet, and in reality, it was the German doctors who ran it for most of the time. But she forgot to do that part. Funny how activism and science sometimes get mixed up. Headed off to bed. Have a good rest of whatever day it is for you all right now. It's Black Friday for me. It's 6:07 in the morning, and go to bed with Baker. You know you'd want to. I love that I go into my national trauma about how evil we were to the occupiers, and people are saying, "Have you tried watermelon radishes? They are good." Did I buy anything yet? No, I'm not an American. I don't buy just because people tell me there's a sale on. I don't need anything. Why should I? Well, I could use a new winter coat, but why should I buy anything just because it's a day where they claim that you can be saving a ton of money? Consumerism, even though I am a capitalist, consumerism isn't good for you. Well, I go on Timu and I got 35 of these fancy new cups that can light up when I pour coffee into it. Probably give you cancer because it's made in China and it costs nothing. Yeah, but they light up. So, no, I haven't bought anything and I probably won't buy anything. Uh, Maybe I'll buy a. I was actually looking at maybe buying a Christmas sweater this year from my football team because they have a nice one. And I have a meetup with my family in Copenhagen. And I could probably get punched in the face if I wear it in Copenhagen. Hmm, 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 hmm. See, isn't that cool? That's uh, that's our Christmas guarantee for this year for my football team. You need to find a Hawaiian shirt. You go to the local store. Probably get it at a thrift store. 70% lead and uranium mugs aren't good. They are not dishwasher safe, is just what I'm saying. I could get some new Lego. Lego, Lego, Lego. Lego on sale. I haven't seen anyone having a special sale. We don't. we do the Black Week and stuff like that, but it's never really for the things you want anyway. The only thing I need is a new jacket. Is it on sale? No, it's not on sale, but it's not that expensive. It's probably not that good either, but it's it's our tiger. The tiger Victor is the what do you call it? That's the thing. What do you call those? Oh, kind of like Benny the Bull, and you must know this big dog. What do you call him? Mascot? Now, what do we call it in American when you have like that weird horse that the Colts have and stuff like that? Well, is it a mascot? Okay, so Victor the Tiger is the mascot of the greatest football team in the world, who are probably the worst football team in the world. We just got relegated 2 seasons ago, got back up, and now we're not going to get relegated next year. I hope, but we did win the Danish championship twice, so we have won. But yeah, I'm looking at that because I think it's stupid enough that it could be cool. Come on, go back. Come on. Why can't I do that? They do have the other one as well. No, that's for kids. And I'm many things, but I'm not a kid. Why the hell? Thought they had. Don't they have the other one? Oh, the other one they only have in kid sizes. I didn't want that anyway because that's just the city, and that city is for all the stuck-up rich people on our island. Ugh, ugh, don't like them. Is that a Jutland FC? Jutland FC doesn't have one team. Jutland has a lot of teams. Jutland is pretty big for our standards. Your Lego shelf behind you is one of the inspirations for the shelf my husband made for his Lego. You can buy them cheap at IKEA, and I even think the spots is from IKEA as well. Worst football team in the world is the Cleveland Browns. No, misconception. They play hand-egg, Cleveland Browns. Well, our team has a massive fan base as well. Well, for Danish standards, I think we're number 3 or 4 in our Premier Division is called the Superliga. And of course, the two Copenhagen-based clubs, FC Copenhagen and Brøndby, which is our big clubs, are bigger than us. And then you have FC Midtjylland, and they might beat us, but we are actually one of the most supported clubs in Denmark, even though we are shit. Last year, when we were in the first division, I think we still averaged around 10,000 for most games, somewhere between 8 and 10,000 in a stadium that I think our capacity is 15,000 people. So that's pretty good for a football team in Denmark. Now I think we are averaging around 13,000. In Denmark, it's not legal to sell your kids, but that's I I missed it. I just saw my mother-in-law bought my son. That's the part I read. Every SpongeBob Lego set 15 years ago. I didn't even know they did SpongeBob. It's the best time to buy skincare. Just why don't you just do what you did yesterday to the bird? Put some garlic butter on there, some whatever else you based it. I'm sure your husband would like that a lot more than oh, I put some Yves Laurent Avalon Chanel putty patty on my face. Am I not beautiful? Yes. Oh, I needed it. No, 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 you didn't need it. Oh, so you don't like how I'm looking now? Yes, I do. You know, those normal marital arguments you get into because we don't care. Again, men has one moisturizer that'll go from your toes to your hair, and we have one soap that'll go from your hair to your toes. That's all you need. No, because you have those days where no, you don't. Well, I do. No, you don't. Some fancy guy in a lab coat told you you have those days. You don't. Well, I can tell you when I spend $6,000 on an eye cream, it's way better. Yeah, that's because you better feel fucking better if you spend $6,000 on an eye cream. You don't. It's just the same. You can get the cheap stuff and it'll work the same. No, it won't. Yes, it will. It's science. Just make sure it doesn't have all the artificial shit in it. But I like how it smells. Yeah, then take the rest that comes from it. I'm pretty sure that if you mixed in some butter, you would have men lined up out the door. It'll work way better than any Revlon skincare you got. It might give you a little sits here and there. I'm going to Aldi for Black Friday. Aldi doesn't exist in Denmark. Oh, Aldi went bankrupt last year, I think, in Denmark. Well, they actually technically went bankrupt the year they started because they never made a profit in Denmark. But yesterday, Pizza Hut went bankrupt in Denmark. I didn't know we had Pizza Hut. We never had one in my town, but they went bankrupt yesterday. My skincare is some St. Ives coffee scrub. I remember, I think my sister had some apricot scrub or something when she came home from the Americas. I think it was apricot. Can it? Because I remember the name St. Ives. My face scrub when I need it is baking soda and soap. Doesn't that is that good with the baking soda? Doesn't it dry your skin a lot? Maybe. My skincare is I don't know. I bought something that's a face cream, and then I have something for under my eyes because I get these bags under my eyes because I get up at 4:30 to stream for all you guys. So I'm actually fancy. I use two products. I'm right. Apricot is still popular. I can just remember it, and I remember using it because I think I visited her and I had to take a shower, and I thought it was soap. I was like, "What the hell? It's like washing yourself with sandpaper." Apparently, it was expensive face cream that you shouldn't wash your body in. But I smelled like flowers that day. That was nice. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. One time, my bestie sprayed new car scent on her by accident when we were getting out of the car. We had guys swarming us. I tell you, it'll work way better if you use WD-40 under your arms than any of that fancy stuff you're putting on you right now. Don't put WD-40 under your arms. It's probably not good for your skin. I'm just saying, men would say, "Oh, I know that smell," instead of, "Well, this is an enticing mixture of dandelions, cedar, citrus." And we're just like, kind of stings my eyes, but I like her. I have to be here. Wooden coal-fired pizza is the best. I don't think I would like a girl smelling like fire. I don't mind smelling like fire myself, but that's a manly smell. Could be a manly smell in 2025. Well, in my world, it can be. Sounds like when my kids take my lava soap into the shower. I don't know what lava soap is. Again, I have a 3-in-1 product. I have dry hair, so to have the dandruff. So I do have I'm so fancy. I have a shampoo and a conditioner to try and make sure I don't have dandruff. So I do actually have 3 soaps, if you count that as soap. In the gym, I will still wash my hair in my 3-in-1 body wash. Your arms wouldn't get squeaky. Maybe I should inject it into my knees before I go to cougar class today. Oh, I have to remember. I have to check if I am on cougar class today. A Mandy smell. Oh, Mandy, you came and you gave me a turkey on my vacation away from worky. No, I don't mind vanilla. It's Dave who doesn't like the smell of vanilla. I have no problem with vanilla. I'm boring. I use Dove for sensitive skin. I like Dove. It makes me feel nice. It's expensive as hell, but I liked it when my mom bought it, and then I took a shower at their house. And oh, it feels so nice and soft. Lava soap, sandpaper on a bar. Gotcha. But I like Dove. But I'm again agree to disagree. All you ladies go out and buy all your. Just make sure you don't spend all your money on it, because maybe you want to come back and contribute to Kelsey Fitzsimmons or someone. I don't know. It's just it's expensive. What do you consider expensive for soap? Well, I can get a 3-in-1 bottle that's about this big. It will probably last me for a couple of months. I can get that for 20 kroner when they are on sale. 20 kroner is around $4. So anything more than if you spend more than $4 in 2 months on soap, that's expensive. And I think I have a container this big of some face cream, and I think I might have paid $3 for that one. And then I have my eye roll. That was expensive. I think I probably gave $6-7 for that one. So if your entire makeup and facial, oh, I have to put in the shampoo and the conditioner. I said I had those as well. So if your entire skincare regimen for, let's say, 2 months is more than $50, it's too expensive. I can get by for that. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think we have to see if my gym partner gets on it as well. I do have a bottle of Axe. I think I have a. Yeah, they were on sale. I use that for my gym wash. I get 20 bars of Dove soap for $20. Yeah, and Dove's fine. It smells good, and you feel soft after. But I don't. I use palm olive, and it's fine. Again, and I have I'm clean. I smell nice. I don't need more. So I don't think I need to go out and spend more. You don't need to go out and spend more because you need to go to bed. It's been a day of Turkey and Mæh. and sadly also a day of way too way too much internet drama. I think the cure is the easy one. Stop dating girls who are too skinny because they are miserable, because they're hungry. That would save a lot of problems in the world. World leaders, listen to me. YouTube creators, listen to me. Let's wake up tomorrow. Well, you should wake up tomorrow because I need to go to cougar class and shake those hips, dig ship those hips, and get all the cougars wild. And I don't know if we are gonna find something to stream. I do have a flower bouquet that I planned building yesterday, but maybe there's something interesting going on that we can stream about on Friday. But if you're like Marissa, you're probably in front of a computer buying all the stuff on Timu all day. Other than that, I don't think that you missed the drama. I have talked about no drama. I have just given some dating advice all of you should think about, because I think there's like there's a hot crazy curve, there's also a skinny happiness curve. If you get too skinny, you are perpetually angry. Just put a bun in her oven. That will give her curves. I don't know if you have ever met a lady who's pregnant. If she was miserable before, normally they don't get better. At least the ones I've been around. The hormones isn't a stabilizing drug, I would say. So if she is a little cray cray, don't try and fix it with a little spray, if you understand what I mean by that one. It's after hours, we can be dirty. Set the sow. I'm a sow? What? Ooh. Um, no. Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all of you. It's the day we give praise. I'm thankful for all of you wonderful people who've been here through the years, the ones who came since the last Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all my wonderful mods. See, even Marissa showed up for a bit of it tonight. The rest, lazy bums. They never show up. I'm thankful for all the friends we made along the way. I don't know if I'm thankful that some people have also shown who they really are, especially lately, but it makes it easier to say, okay, I don't have to talk to you again. I'm going to do that the Scandinavian way, shut up and move on. And I'm thankful that people keep being idiots. So I have crimes to report on. I have twats to make fun of. And I have ratchet people where I can put on the wig and grift a little bit, because always be grifting. It's the only way to live. And go kiss whoever you like consensually and say, thank you for being such a wonderful person. Without you in my life, I wouldn't have all the smiles, all the anger, all the safety, all the joy, and all the what the fuck are you doing now? Put that seat down. And you should be happy about that. You're wonderful people. I'm thankful that I get to entertain you sometimes. And I am happy that you chose me to be your nightly entertainment before you go in and get over your tryptophan coma. If we're going to do something tomorrow, we're finding out. You know, follow all the things and you'll know whenever we go live. Have a wonderful rest of your Thanksgiving. Go make some food, babies. Why, Marissa, You're always talking about poo. Now you made me do it.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
your
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
The most important people